Good evening, viewers. Welcome to another edition of Scoreboard here on Axe 25, your Tuesday evening sports program. It's always a pleasure to be here every Tuesday evening between the hours of 8 to 9, where we bring you something that is relevant in the sporting the industry. Tonight, we're going to be talking speed. And when I say speed, we're going to be talking motor car racing. And I know there is a huge following of motor car racing in Trinidad and Tobago. There was a lull in the sport for some time, but I can assure you, viewers, that you are in for a treat come the 19th and the 20th of this month at the Waterfield International Circuit. And you hear the word international, that means there is a big change and there's going to be international racing. The Caribbean Motor Racing Championship Round 2 is on, and it's in Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad, well, we say Trinidad and Tobago, but it's Trinidad. And I want this to stick into the viewers. We want your support come the 19th and the 20th. And here to speak more about this event is Rod Amar. Now, Rod Amar is also a racing car driver, and he'll be there. But he's also the marketing director of AMD, Amar Motorsport Development. Now, we're going to hear a bit more firstly about this development group, because it's a development organization where they're going to be developing motorsports in Trinidad and Tobago. So it's a huge step. So first of all, let me say it's a pleasure, Rod, to series of Axe 25. As I said in the opening, motorsport, car racing, on the whole drag racing, went in a little decline for some years.
Yes, sir.
There were no venue. Then there were all sorts of different things, but that's in the past now. Your organization, AMD, first of all, tell us a bit about this organization.
AMD is Amar Motorsport Development. We formed this last year after I come back to Trinidad to see the CMRC 2014 event. And I saw after the 10 years lull of not having any racing in Waterfield, I saw how much the fans wanted it back. The outcome, the pouring of support we had for last year's event was huge, and I decided, you know what? I got to get involved, and my family is involved with it. My uncle is the president of the club. I live in Florida and here in Trinidad, and I decided I got to take my talents and do what we do. And we formed the company. We have race cars. My father builds race cars. He's been building race cars since back in the 80s when they had the pressure cooker and the old school boys that used to run. He's got a new sense of energy himself. So we just built a car ourselves. We have 4 cars that are going to be running, 4 drivers. And we're just coming out and helping do whatever we can to develop the sport, whether it's marketing, building cars, tech support. We have parts sales that we do. We have a lot of accounts with all the big performance manufacturers, AEM, Hoosier Tires, Toyo Tires, Maxxis Tires. We have everything available. If we have parts available, we have the people who want the parts, now we have a venue. So now we can just help develop the sport, throwing more events. You know, we're trying to have monthly events is the plan. Right now we have the CMRC event, but just keep pushing on. You know, and we need the fan support.
Now, with the introduction of AMD,
correct,
how excited are the fans of motorsports and also the drivers? Because, I mean, there wasn't, as we said before, there wasn't anything happening before.
Correct.
And now this is big news.
It's
right?
huge.
It's huge. So what's the feedback you're getting from the supporters of the sport and also the drivers, the people who are involved in the sport?
Well, the support has been amazing. We opened up the Facebook page last year, just 2 weeks before the event, because it was kind of on a time crunch. We had 3,000 followers within 2 weeks. Now we're about 6,000 strong. AMD also has, you know, a good few followers, and I'm getting messages every day because I manage both social profiles every day. When's the track going to be done? We want to come out and race. Where do we get tickets? You know, who's going to be there? What cars are coming? Is the Megane Trophy going to be there? What's this Insight R5 you guys are building? So people are just, it's nonstop, comment after comment, personal messages. So the fan support is great. It's absolutely great. And they can log on to Facebook and see us at facebook.com/Amar Motorsports. We're also on Twitter. They could follow the Wallerfield International Raceway Facebook page for all the new events, upcoming events, and any information they need.
Now, how big is this round 2 in Trinidad? Are you all trying to surpass the Jamaica and the other countries? What can we expect on the 19th and the 20th?
Well, the way we see it, Trinidadians are a very proud group, just like the Guyanese are and the Jamaicans are, and we're coming out. We got 4 cars in there. We got 4 good drivers. I know a lot of guys are building cars. If you look online on Facebook, they're posting pictures of their builds saying getting ready for CMRC, hashtag CMRC. So you'll be able to see it if you follow it on Instagram also, also on our Facebook site. I think we're going to have a good showing. We're going to come out there and we're definitely going to take the points lead, I'll tell you that. Okay. That I can guarantee you. We're going to get the points lead after this event.
If we go back a bit to the first stage, the 4 cars that you all had.
Yes.
What was the performance? How do you all, the drivers? What's up?
Well, last year we only had 2 vehicles that finished up. This year, in the first round in Jamaica, we did not have any cars because we were not sure if there was going to be the track going to get paved, and we were going to have Wallerfield for sure. Yeah. It was still up in the air until recently. The Ministry of Sport and E-Tech Park has done great. We finally got all the kinks ironed out. We have a lease and we have a track. So for all of Trinidad to know, there is a track. We're going to have events, and motorsports is back. That's all I got to say. It's back.
I noticed here you said that the car that you'll be driving is one of a kind.
Correct.
I don't know if you want to let the cat out of the bag as yet, but what makes this car so special?
This vehicle is a Honda Insight. It's one of 2 vehicles that Honda has ever made that is 100% aluminum. There is no steel in the car. It is aluminum. The Honda NSX, as we know it, the supercar that Honda and Acura makes, and this Insight is 100% aluminum. We transplanted a K-Series motor into it, and we did not use the standard mount kits that you buy on eBay or whatever else. What we actually did was take the heart of the vehicle, a 2008 Civic Si, the subframe, the cradle, everything, and my father, the mad scientist is what I call him, mated it to this vehicle, tied it in with the roll cage, and this is the only vehicle that has been installed and implanted into that vehicle like that.
I just need to make a correction. I said the 19th and the 20th, but it's actually the 20th and the 21st of June. That's the Father's Day weekend. Now, when we go back to car racing, right, you as a young driver, right, how did it all started for you? I know, your grandfather, Bolan Amar, then Robert Amar, and coming down the line, but how did it all started for you in the sport?
It started for me when I was younger. I would go to the track with my dad. I see pictures. Motor racing is in our blood. Yeah. The pressure cooker, we have the dome. My dad used to build all the KE70 Corollas. We have Gunzy, Silborn, all the old boys. So it was always being talked about when you're growing up. I moved to Florida with my family, my dad and us. We moved up to Florida, and my brother got into go-karting. I got into drag racing in Florida. I had a shop. I was the Spoon Sports representative for South Florida. And that's kind of where it started for me when I was about 20, 21 years old. And I would go to Moroso Motorsports Park, and I was involved in motorsports, in Florida. And it kind of fell off, after I got older, got married, had 2 kids. And now that I'm back in Trinidad doing business back and forth, because I have a medical company here and now AMD, I decided, you know what, it's right. Now's the time. We had the event, and I got back into driving, and my brother has always been a great driver, Rainier Amar. He's a fantastic driver. He set records in Florida in go-karting. He's a natural talent. He's better than me. I'll tell you that right now. The younger brother is definitely better than me, but my Uncle Rollins is also a driver, and it's just in our blood, man. We got back, and now everybody's flowing. We got gas brains again. You know what they say. once there's gas fumes in the air, everybody starts going crazy. So
Who are some of the recognized or the top drivers that will be coming into the country and some of the cars?
Jamaica's bringing, there's a young lady that is a very talented driver. She has a very nice swagger about her and her style, Natasha Chang from Jamaica. Jamaica's also bringing a few delegates, Silborn Clark, and his crew. They're coming down. We're still waiting confirmation from Barbados. I don't know why they haven't confirmed yet, but we hope they can come on down. Cayman Islands is sending drivers, and Guyana is sending Christian Jeffrey, who is the reigning champion in Group 4, and a bunch of the other guys that have come down from last year.
There's not much time between now and the 20th and the 21st.
Correct.
How prepared are you all? And you said the track is being paved right now.
Correct.
When will the track be completed? Because I guess you will have to do a final inspection to make sure that all the safety rules are there, right?
By the end of the week, the track will be finished. We're hoping by Friday, Saturday, it'll be done, paved, and then that's when all the venue, the safety, the barricades are going to be coming in, and the grandstands, and from there on are going to be coming out.
As we spoke before the interview, and as I said, Wallerfield in the past was not really a spectator-friendly venue.
Correct.
What are the changes that you are going to be putting in place that the spectators can sit and have a perfect view of the entire track?
We redesigned it from what we did last year. Before there was only one grandstand on the top corner. Now on the whole front stretch, there's going to be 5 to 6 grandstands, so everybody's going to have a view of the entire track. Okay. The VIPs being relocated to the first corner after that long straightaway, and the pit area is going to be where the VIP is. So we think that layout is going to give us more fans, better parking, and they'll be able to see more of the track and the best part, which is that front straight when everybody's coming down to that finish line. So we think it's going to be good. We have a good feeling about it.
You know, Trinidadians, the first thing we look at is, okay, this is a big Caribbean Championships. After this, what's next? What can you tell the supporters that will have us excited to know that drag racing is on the upward trend?
Circuit racing, drag racing, at minimum, we're going to have monthly events. We're going to have monthly events from here forth out. We want to do more than that. We want to be able to do test and tunes. This is something that I've been discussing with Robert Amar, the president of the club, and Jameer and the other guys. At minimum, we want to do once a month, have events, local meets, because we got to get everybody involved. We got to get the racers out there and get practice. They got to get seat time. In order for the sport to develop, you got to drive. We're lowering the barrier of entry. We're working on a lower series for the guys who may not have all the money to come out and race, but they got a cheaper car. You're going to have to, at minimum, put bare safety in. You're going to have roll cages, fire system, and go out and race. You may not have the big motors and the big rims and tires, but the regular guy can come out and race and enjoy motorsports, which was always reserved for people with money. We're not going to do that anymore. Monthly events at a minimum, and test and tunes weekly is what we hope to get to. But at a minimum, we're going to do monthly events. So the fans can be confident that motorsports is back.
Do you see, by way of having monthly events and your organization getting involved, do you see it as a way of getting people to get that speed that they normally speed on the highway and transform it into coming to the track and,
that's working, a very good point.
Working along. Because a lot of people, you don't have motorsports. So you have a fast car, it's obvious you will want to test it somewhere.
Correct.
Right? And without proper experience or technique, because a simple ditch in the road, and you don't know how to pull to the left or to the right, you can lose control. Right? So do you see what you all are doing now assisting in taking that mindset from a driver speeding on the highway because he needs somebody to test his car?
Right. That's a very good thing that you just brought up, and we can let you know that before the end of the year, We're aiming to get people from drag racing on the street, all the guys that drift. Drifting is something that you see on YouTube, the videos. These guys are doing it on the street. It's glorified, like in the Fast and Furious movies, to drift in the streets, and that's a movie. It's not safe. People can get killed. We're going to have open drift events. We're also going to have instructors. If you want to learn to drift, we'll have somebody there that can teach you to learn how to drift. You want to learn to drag race? You can't just jump in a car and drag race. So you'll be able to come to Wallerfield and learn how to drag race. You will be educated on the safety aspects of drag racing.
That is the point I was getting at.
Safety is number one. We're an FIA approved circuit. We follow FIA rules. That is the governing body. So you'll learn to drag race safely. You'll learn to circuit race safely. You will learn to drift safely. We'll teach you how to do it. We're going to have instructors. We have legends right here in Trinidad. We have legends in the Caribbean, Silver and Clark. All these old boys. My uncle, big driver. He drove all over in the States, in Costa Rica, and Trinidad, all up the islands. So for the fans that want to know how they can get involved, you can log on to our website, which is amarmotorsports.com. You can go on to the Trinidad and Tobago Automobile Association, which is titasa.org, and you can get info on the classes that we're going to have coming up. We're going to have the safety, the lower entry courses, drag racing, drifting, circuit racing. You'll get all the information on the website. And
since you all have come on board, right, what are some of the things you all have done so far that you can judge and say, well, okay, we are on the right track, something to measure what you all have done before?
As far as safety, what do you mean by safety, or?
No, the AMD.
AMD.
What sort of things you all have done?
What we've done from when we got involved with the TITASA and the CMRC. Like I said, we came on last year. We got the timing system. We have a sophisticated timing system at the track. It's a couple $100,000 for the timing system, but it does your segments, so you know what your lap times and all that.
And these are things that were
on the track. They weren't there before.
Okay, right.
It was manual lap. There were people up there with manual lap timers. Now we have a system that you put a transponder on the car, and you get an exact time of everything you're doing. So from the first corner to the second corner to the finish line.
So it's more like an international.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We are an international. That's what we called it, Wallerfield International Raceway. We are an FIA. Formula 4 track. We are having other countries come to race with us. The social media, the marketing, we push that. We're also now pushing the driver development since we got started. Doing the courses and also safety. That's the biggest part for us is safety. And we want to also get everybody off the road. The drag racers, the drifters, we'll open the doors. We're going to make it very affordable. So now you don't have to worry about getting arrested, crashing your car, or running into a ditch like some people have recently done. So you can definitely look forward to motorsports opening up. The barrier of entry is going to be lower. I can promise you that.
When you all first decided to get Wallerfield back together, how difficult was the process? Was it because before they were from Wallerfield to the strip in Couva, and then there were all sorts of things. But how easy it was for you all?
It was difficult. My Uncle Robert came on as president of the club because for years it just sat there and nothing was being done, and the members of the club decided to vote him in. And like they said last year, he's the guy that made it all happen. When he sets his mind to something,
he's Mr. Racing Car himself.
Yeah, well, when we set our mind to something, it's going to happen. Whatever we got to do to make it happen, we make it happen. We make phone calls, we lobby, we do whatever we need to do, and he's done a great job. The Ministry of Sport has finally come around. E-Tech Park, after him being persistent, he's just persistent. He'll call you every day until he gets it done, and that's what happened, man. He just kept going. We gathered the fans up, we gathered the racers, and we just kept making progress to say, hey, we need a track, and eventually it happened. You know, it took a lot of hard work. I'll tell you that. A lot of money, personal money, that a lot of the racers and the members have put up out of their own pocket and not gotten any money back.
Okay.
Me and myself, I have money invested.
Well, that is the next question I wanted to ask you. Corporate Trinidad and Tobago, are they on board with you all? Have you all been the marketing person? You know, have you held meetings with, you know, business people?
The corporate Trinidad was very leery because we didn't have a lease, we didn't have a track. You know, the last event was take the risk. You know, Robert took the risk to say, you know what, I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. And he put up his money, and I put up my money, and other family members, and Frankie Boudram put up money, and all the racers.
Frankie Boudram, that's our next.
Put up money. The Boudram family, they put up their time, money, and effort.
Yeah.
There's
Hold that thought for 1 minute because we need to take a break.
Okay, very good.
Viewers, remember this is Scoreboard here on Axe Television Network, and we are talking motocross, actually motorsport. And come the 20th and the 21st of this month, you have to be at Wallerfield. So we're going to take a short break and we'll be right back.
Fens, the single largest specialty retailer of residential and office furniture, consumer electronics, home appliances, and household items in Trinidad and Tobago. At Fens, we offer a large selection of high-quality products, competitive pricing, honest and reliable service. For over 50 years, we have been providing the ultimate shopping experience and after-sale care. We are passionate about serving you, and we're proud of the standard of excellence upheld by our knowledgeable staff, friendly delivery teams, and dedicated customer care associates. Visit Fens first at Marabella and now open at Shakwanis, your friendly furniture, appliance, and electronic dealer since 1960.
Welcome back, viewers. Welcome back to Scoreboard here on Axe Television Network, and we're talking to Rod Amar. And Rod, before we took the break, we were talking about corporate Trinidad and Tobago getting involved in this event.
Correct.
Are they involved?
We got a couple sponsors that haven't signed yet. I guess they were worried about, did you guys get the lease? Is it real? Okay. It is real. The track is being paved. There is a lease for Wallerfield, like I said. Motorsports is back. We need the help of corporate sponsors because the racers and the guys involved, the companies, we're footing the bill. And we do need some more sponsor help. We do have sponsors that have been helping out, but the corporate sponsors on the level that I believe it should be.
And there are a lot of car firms in Trinidad and Tobago that should be able to.
So that is part of what my company does. We're going out there and we're bringing the awareness to corporate Trinidad to say, hey, now we have American companies that are sponsoring. You know, I have American companies that are sponsoring Amar Motorsports. You know, gear-driven, transmission rebuilding services. They do M factory gear sets. So race transmissions, they're sponsoring us in the whole team. And those services are something we're extending to all the other racers in Trinidad now because there's nobody really doing that stuff. So corporate Trinidad, you know, we need their help, and hopefully they can come on board before the end of the event.
Now, tell us a bit about the role and function of AMD on the days of, not actually the days of the event, because I understand that you are going to be starting from Friday.
Correct.
Where you're going to be having testing of the cars. So what is AMD role starting from the Friday?
Well,
let's take the Friday.
what we're going to be doing, Friday is going to be a practice day, Saturday is going to be qualifying, and Sunday is going to be the event. We're going to have an AMD tent out there. We're going to have Father's Day, you know, giveaways, little stuff like that for the kids to come. We're going to have a special vehicle in our tent that is one of a kind also. And I don't know if you were familiar with it, the Dome, the Toyota Dome from Expo 88 back in the days when they hung it upside down. But that's going to be back in the tent, and it's going to be branded, and that's something that people can come take photo ops with, because that's not something you see too often. We're going to have, you know, giveaways, little games, little T-shirts. There'll be, you know, you can buy hats, you can buy your AMD team shirts. The ladies, we do have ladies cut T-shirts that we will be having also, and for the guys. And that part of it is going to be for the fans. Me, we're going to have our tent, and we're going to be in the pit area, and we're going to be doing our thing, because we got to be focused on the racing. Because if we don't do well, it ain't going to look good. So I got to stay focused on doing what we do, and my amazing team. We have a large team. We have marketing coordinators. We have Rebecca Fuentes. We have another young lady named Melinda Fuentes that I think you're familiar with. We have Paul Amar, who is our creative juggernaut, is what I call him. The guy who comes up with all the logos, all the ideas, all the designs. My brother Rainier is also a driver. We have Mark Gill, another driver. Silborn Clark is going to be driving one of our vehicles. He's going to be one of our special guest drivers. We just have an amazing team, and everybody's just working so hard to get this event for our tent, our team, and also for Titasa to help out and do all we possibly can.
Right. So let's talk about the event now. Friday, what about those spectators who wants to come and view the cars? Are there going to be a day when you have, like how they have for the Great Race, the cars on show that the supporters can come and look at the cars and things like that? Yeah,
we're going to work something out for Friday. We'll post it up on the website, the window, for if the fans do want to come in and see the cars and view them.
Because I'm sure that we're going to be seeing cars here that, I mean, we have not seen in our lifetime. So we're going to be eager to see these cars, see the engines inside, things like that, right? Now, what time the event starts on Saturday?
8 a.m. Both days. 8 a.m.
Right, and Saturday is the qualifying rounds.
Yeah, Saturday's qualifying.
Sunday is the grand finals.
Yep. Saturday's qualifying. Sunday's actual race day. That's what counts.
Right. Do you all have an idea of the number of events that will be on each day?
There will be. I have a program which I will provide for you guys. You guys can put it up for the fans of the schedule of the races. They are fine-tuning which groups are going to be running, you know, based on participation. So that's not a final list yet.
Your team definitely is working, because I got a signal telling me 24. So, so your team...
24 races, see, they're on it.
Yeah, 24 races. Now, tickets. Prices of tickets, where can tickets be?
General admission, $150. That includes the 2 days and free parking. VIP.
$150 for the 2 days?
Yeah.
And parking?
And parking included.
Okay.
Again, we're lowering the barrier of entry. We need the fans to come out. Without the fans, this will never grow. VIP is $1,200 for both days. You're going to get 5-course meal, drinks, everything included, and parking for $1,200. We have ticket outlets from Port of Spain to South. If you go on our website, and I'm sure we'll provide you guys with it to let the fans know, ticket outlets, anywhere you need to get it.
Now, that weekend is Father's Day weekend. Now, this sport is generally a male sport. So you find that a lot of wives maybe going to take their husbands out to this event and their kids. Can we turn down our pots at home over that weekend and
come on out? Bring the kids. This is a fantastic bonding time for fathers and their sons. And you know what? Even moms. My wife is coming, and she's bringing our 2 kids. She loves it. There's going to be food available, drinks. It's not like the old days. If you want food, you want drinks, you want cupcakes, we're going to be giving away Father's Day cupcakes in our tent. You know, gourmet, fancy cupcakes that the girls are organizing for me. And come on out. You know, there'll be food, there'll be drinks, and it'll be a great time for the family.
Are there any areas where you all are not fully satisfied with or yet, or there's work still to be done? What are the areas that you still, you know, because I'm listening to this whole discussion here, and this is a huge event.
Yeah.
This is a huge, huge event.
We expect 20,000 people.
Right. And to bring 20,000 people to a venue, the event has to be a huge event. How prepared are you all? What are the areas that you all still need to, you know, tweak a little bit to get everything organized?
We learned a lot from last year's event. We put that event on last year in 6 weeks. So we learned a lot. We have the right people in place now, security, safety things, as far as people coming into the pits. That's why we relocated the pits. That was one issue we were having. And now I think it's going to be pretty good. Concessions was something we did not have last year. We are having that this year. The security is going to be beefed up, and just the sound is going to be upgraded. You know, the racers, the PA system. We're going to have more entertainment in between races, and I think it's going to be a good time, man. People are going to, like they said, last year was an epic event. I really believe this year we're going to top it.
When you all went to the Ministry of Sports, did they jump on board? Were they concerned? You know?
The ministry has been fantastic. You know, obviously with most government entities, anytime you want to get something done, there's the red tape and it takes time. But you know, the persistence of the club going after the various ministries to get help in E-Tech Park, which has been great. They have come on board, man. They've been a help. They're a great sponsor. They're also, you know, sponsoring and assisting us with anything we need. You know, they want motorsports back. This is an industry where in Trinidad we bring tourism. Yeah. This brings tourism. So for us not to have, you know, it actually hurts the economy. If we had no motorsports, that's lost revenue. That's the way I see it. So I'm glad motorsports is coming back, because now when you can say we have an international racetrack and we have guys from Barbados, Trinidad, Guyana, Jamaica, Cayman, the US, Puerto Rico, all these other islands coming, now that you bring the world into it, they're going to start traveling. This is a tourist destination. It can only help the country and the local businesses, because now you're increasing the revenue by the sport. And that's the whole point of the Amar Motorsports Development Group. That's what we want. We want to help develop the sport, which everybody will benefit. And now those sponsors will also benefit, because now you get exposure to the rest of the world. So that's where we're at with that.
Will we be seeing like international drivers, you know, we're not talking about the Caribbean drivers, but the big name drivers, you know, maybe one day having AMD put on their own international championships?
Yeah.
Or a day of racing or something like that?
Yeah, we're gonna, that is in our business plan, that is in our vision. Just like Barbados had Top Gear Festival that had Lewis Hamilton and Ken Block and all those guys coming out, and had Rallycross and the F1 car versus the rally car. We want to do that. Yeah.
Because I think that after being starved for so long, I think that the people want, after this tournament, I don't think that you all can afford to wait any length of period of time, because knowing the average, you know, motorsport supporters,
right,
they're not going to want to come to a tournament, a championship this week and wait another 2 or 3 months, because they have waited so long. You know, I think they will want to see a event every week. You know, so
we're going to do local events once a month.
Once a month. Yeah.
What I would like is the other 3 weeks upcoming to those events to do driver training, exercises for safety. We also are going to be putting in, and I forgot to mention this, teenagers that are going to be beginning driving to have evasive maneuvering, defensive driving, passive-aggressive driving courses. That's something that we have put in place already. We have the program, we have the instructors. It's once this event's over, it's to start everybody to follow us on the website, and you'll see the calendar of the different events and when you can sign up and pay the money, and it'll be affordable because we want you to come out. We want the kids to learn how to drive. Trinidad driving, motor vehicle fatalities are a pretty high number worldwide, so we want to bring that number down. That's how we want to make an impact through motorsports for safety. Also, I'm going to get involved with my uncle and whoever else would love to help to pitch to the local police, fire, and I want them to come out and learn how to evasive maneuvers, driving, skid pad, doing different, this is what we do in the States. The police officers do once a year training where they go on a racetrack at like a drag strip and drive as fast as they want, and then they show them that, on a skid pad, you do a turn at 70 miles an hour, this is what it's going to feel like. I don't know if the cops here, the police officers here do that. No, if they have those trainings. So how are you supposed to, that's something that we're definitely going to be putting in place.
What's your vision for the sport?
Man, my vision, like I always say, I call it the BAG, the B-H-A-G. It's a big, hairy, audacious goal. I shoot for the stars. I really believe we can have a international motorsports complex. I have a business plan already made that I've had for about 3 years, and this is a stepping stone for us getting there, but I want to make the Amar Motorsports Complex, which is going to now have dirt bike track, racetrack, drag strip, go-karts for kids to develop them. Also other sporting in the motorsports, RC cars, all in one complex for now people to come. And if you do race RC cars, you can come out and have championships. We have a world-class track here for RC. I wanted that moved into one area where we're going to have warehouses. So for all the performance shops, the guys who build engines, you rent a warehouse. And when everybody comes in to race, they need something, they come to your shop. It's going to build businesses, That's my goal, man. It's big, it's ridiculous, but
it's huge.
It's huge, but I like my uncle, I'm going for it, and it's going to happen. It's just when. Okay. But I'm not going to stop.
Well, we need to take another break, and I think when we come back, we will try to get the people more excited in this event because, as I said, we were starved for this type of entertainment, and I think that we need really to let the Trinidad and Tobago, because I'm sure that there are supporters in Tobago who, that's a long weekend too, maybe will take a trip down to Trinidad just to be part of this event. So
one of our guys are from Tobago.
Right, so we need to spend some more time again, and we need to get the people excited. We'll spend the last couple of minutes, and you will get the people excited about the sport. We're going to take a short break and be right back.
Tiger Tanks Trinidad Unlimited is the premier supplier of logistic cargo carrying equipment to both the energy and non-energy sectors throughout Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean and Latin America. Providing safe transport using our DNV certified equipment of material and chemicals is our goal. We provide services in tank and vessel cleaning, emergency spill responses, as well as hazardous and non-hazardous waste management and treatment. Our highly trained and skilled personnel provide a professional service second to none. Our state-of-the-art direct-fired thermal desorption unit provides companies with an almost instant removal of liabilities when waste is treated at our site. Tiger Tanks Trinidad Unlimited, world-class service to our clients. Tiger Tanks Trinidad Unlimited, thinking outside the tank. For further information, call 868-651-1544 or 1460 or 0130.
still love me?
Always.
Well, that's good, boy. You make my blush there, yes. You know what I really could take on now? Some purple dragon water. Can I have some, please?
Absolutely.
It's the only thing to drink now.
Refreshing.
Thank you very, very much. See this water here? This is the Purple Dragon brand of water. And this water is very, very important for, we asking everybody to buy and drink this water. They can get it at the Purple Dragon, any Purple Dragon school. And we are building something called the Purple Temple. And everybody who drinks this water would help us to build the Purple Temple. The Purple Temple going to house martial arts training, all the archives of the martial arts. It's going to take martial arts and sports tourism and things like that in a different direction in time to come. So we want people to get this water, to drink this water. It's healthy. Once you have God in your life, you have exercise, you have clean water, you know, a good attitude, good food, you know, you're good to go. Start with the water. Everybody should at least drink 8 bottles of water per day to be completely healthy, to flush the kidney and so on. So Purple Dragon members, non-members, friends, family, please look out for this water. We hope that one day it will be in all the food stores and so on, but in the meanwhile, it could be gotten at the Purple Dragon schools. Thank you very much. Thank you so, so much. Wow. Cheers. Cheers, guys.
Purple Dragon bottled water. Available at dojos nationwide. Purple Dragon International. It's not just a style, it's a lifestyle.
Welcome back, viewers. Welcome back to the final 15 minutes of Scoreboard here on Accelerator Network. And we're talking to Rod Amar, and we're talking the big event on the Father's Day weekend. Rod, you all are in charge of Wallerfield, right? Now, there are other motorsports organizations that keeps, you know, smaller events and different places. How do they approach you all to use the venue? What is it? How do they operate?
If somebody wants to rent the venue or get involved and do some sort of event, they could send an email, and it would have to go through TTASA first. So they could send an email to info@ttasa.org, or they can call the office. Or they could contact us at AMD, because we are coordinating, we assist with all the promotions and the development and all that. So we can pitch if you want an event and bring it to us, and we can package it up and pitch it to the club and say, hey, because TTASA has the lease.
Okay.
They're the ones who make the final decision, but we can get you in there. They can contact us at amarmotorsportsdevelopment.com. Send us an email.
Have you all held discussions with the other groups, you know, who involve in karting and all the different
yeah, the Trinidad and Tobago Karting Association has been in contact with the club, and the Tatundra, the Trinidad and Tobago Drag Association, they have been in contact with them also. Again, everybody was unsure because did we have a lease? Do we not have a lease? Like, again, we do have a lease for Wallerfield, and for 2 years, we're moving forward. So now if you do want to come forward and say, hey, we want to help, we want to get involved, we want to assist in bringing motorsports back, because we can't do it alone. Yeah, contact the club. You can contact us at AMD, and we just got to make it happen, man.
Do you think 2 years is sufficient to? No, I've heard all the plans that you have, right? But do you think 2 years is sufficient to execute, you know, all these great plans that you all have, right? And secondly, is that what is in place to safeguard yourself from creating a package, right? And when it's created, you know, after the 2 years, you don't have that lease again.
All right. I'll give you a little
because
insight.
that's something you'll have
I'll
to
give
take
you a
into
little
consideration.
insight, and hopefully we can get the country and the nation and the fans to come forward and start getting involved. And when I say I'm going to do something, it's going to happen. Like I said, I'm not stopping. I already purchased, and I have contracted purchase 200 acres of land to build that motorsports park.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if they don't want to go forward with
Okay.
that in Wallerfield,
Yeah.
we're going to build our own track,
Yeah.
and we will make the Amar Motorsports Development Complex.
Yeah.
It will happen one way or another.
Yeah, yeah. Because you understand what I'm saying? Because
100%.
it could happen,
Yeah.
right? After you have worked and built, you know, somebody that's come, you know, and after the 2 years, your lease is not renewed, and somebody starts inheriting all the hard work that you have done.
Correct.
And that's it. So I just wanted to get that thing. But 2 years isn't really a short period
It's
of
a short
time
period of
to
time.
really, you know,
I guess
create
the 2-year
an
lease,
impact in a sport like this.
in my opinion, in my experiences, maybe that 2-year lease, they want to see where it's going to go. Is it really going to be as big as we say it's going to be? And we're pitching to the government, the ministries, and the e-tech part. Governments change, so you never know.
Yeah.
That's why I don't
yeah.
ever hang my hat on the government bureaucracy. Like I said, 200 acres of land in Central. I've already got plans that are being drawn up for that racetrack and that motorsports complex in 4 different phases, and we're working on financing. It's a little difficult because everybody says, hey, you don't even have a track now, you want to do this now, so this is the jump-off spot. Get Wallerfield going, get the fans going, get everybody involved, everybody come on out, and we hope within the next 3 to 5 years, we will have a world-class facility in Trinidad.
Okay. Let's talk a bit, last couple of minutes, about the chances of the Amar team in this tournament. What can we expect from the Amar team? Because with Silborn Clark as one of the legends on the team, it's a team full with experience.
The experience, we think very highly of our team. We have a lot of experience. We got Silborn. We have my dad, Roland Amar. He's the chief mechanic / engineer / he can fix and design, and he's the one who built the inside R5. We got high hopes. You know, we got Mark Gill, who's a very, very, very talented driver. He was 3rd place, first time out. In circuit racing, he's been in karting for a very long time. He got 3rd place in the CMRC, running his Civic Type R. We have my brother Rainier, who has also another Civic with a K20 Type R motor, and he's done very well in racing in the U.S., doing karting. Now that racing is back here, you know, I say he is the smooth one. He drives real smooth and very, you know, on point. He's very consistent. We got Silborn and myself. Me, I'm probably not as talented as those guys. I'm the business guy / you know, marketing guy.
Well, there has to be one that all can't be drivers.
Right.
There has to be one that who will actually push the event.
Yeah.
Would AMD be also going to Barbados and Guyana? And
Yes.
if so, what you all intend to market the company around the same line as in Trinidad, of course, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, we will. We're definitely going to be traveling for the races. We do have some followers in Guyana and in Jamaica, and that they've been emailing and contacting us. So as those events get closer, we will reach out to the sponsors over in those countries and even locally to put up our tent and our services. And if they like what we do as a company, as far as the development and the marketing, the promotion of the events, and making it a success and a overall good event for the fans, they can contact us. You know, we're here, and this is what we do. We take pride in what we do.
Okay, I think you have a list of.
We got a list of where you can get tickets. You know, throughout the country, Midwest Auto in Long Circular Road, Bankers Insurance in Long Circular, You can get your VIP tickets at Amar Rentals at 177 Tragedy Road. Canvas Restaurant, 3 Long Circular. You can get tickets also. Car Boutique in Western Main Road. Auto Nation, the Truck Stop Bar, Nanan Racing, and we have a location, Blue Coral in Princesstown, and also in Gulf City Mall, there is a location, Gift Boutique in Gulf City Mall, upper level.
Now, we have about 5 minutes remaining. You want to take this opportunity to talk to Trinidad and Tobago and let them know why this event is so special and what they will be missing if they don't attend.
The return part 2 to Wallerfield is going to be an epic event. We need the fan support to come out. If you guys want motorsports to continue in Trinidad and to grow where I think it can go, we need you guys to come on out. Like I said, you can log on to ttasa.org. You can log on to amarmotorsports.com. Send us emails. You can get us on Facebook at facebook.com/amarmotorsports. You can get TTASA on Facebook also. We're on Instagram. We're on Twitter. If you can reach out, connect, and we need your help. We need the fans. Without the fans, motorsports can't go on. All the guys and the sponsors with all the money, that's good. We need them. But without the fans, they don't come. So we need you guys to come out. We need you to support us. Get on social media. Hashtag all your posts. You know, for all the guys who are building cars for this event and want to compete, contact us. We'll get you in there. You know, whether it's the supercar event or the Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, or Group 4 races, motorcycles, you got to give us a call. We'll get you out there and we'll get you on the track, and let's do this together as a nation and build this sport back up.
Well said. Are you all going to be training the drivers who sit at home on their computers and drive cars?
If you want to do that, we could arrange that too, because we got simulators we're going to give. All the young drivers are doing simulators now. It's amazing. It's like F1, really at home on your computer. So.
Well, Rod, indeed, it was a pleasure.
Thank you.
And let me wish you all the best and success in this event, and seeing that the team around you and how efficient they are. I know that this event is going to be a success, and we look forward to hearing greater things from you and from AMD.
Yes, sir.
Viewers, we have come to the end of another edition of Scoreboard on Acts 25, and we just want to remind you that come the Father's Day weekend, that's also the 20th and the 21st. I understand the Friday is a holiday too, is it? I'm not sure, but please put aside that weekend for you hungry motorsports supporters who have not seen this type of event in years. Please go out and support. The price is very, very reasonable. $150 for 2 days. I mean, that's a bargain. It's not, as someone once said, it's not a bargain, but it's a bargain. So we expect to see, last year was 20,000. We're looking at 20,000 plus. The event, it's a new, it's a new venue. It's friendly to the spectators, and there is something for everybody. So again, the 20th and the 21st at Wallerfield, the Caribbean Motor Racing Championship Round 2. So we hope to see you all there. Well, viewers, that's the end of our program. We hope that you will join us next week, Tuesday at 8 o'clock for an edition of Scoreboard. Remember, there is Legends, and there is also your weekly Pro League football tonight at 10 o'clock. So join us and keep viewing. Look out to Acts 25.